Welcome back to Lifestyle Locker Radio. I'm Dr. Josh Hant. This is episode 171, and here we go. There are a few things I want to share with you today that are powerful, that are impactful, that keep showing up as themes in my life from people that I interview, as well as, interacting with people in my practice, friends, and hearing stories that just blow my mind. So the first thing that I want to share with you is this, is that our rituals define us. Our morning rituals help define our day, but our overall rituals help define who we actually are, who we are being. You've heard me talk about be, do, and have, but I want to just talk a little bit about the being and then maybe do some of the doing today. So the morning rituals that are super powerful that keep showing up no matter who I talk to, whether it's a seasoned ultramarathoner, whether it's a bodybuilder, whether it's a yoga master, a chiropractor, a physician in the natural health world, or a fellow podcaster that's ultra successful, their mornings all start like this, or similar, right? So these are some of the common threads. So meditation is the first thing. Super powerful. I use two different forms of meditation. I use one, which is a guided meditation. I use, not just one, but I'll use Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. So just head over to his website and check those out. He's got lots of them for sale. I highly recommend them. And if you're gung-ho in meditation, definitely take his, I think it's an 8-week online course, and then you're probably going to want to go take his advanced workshop as well, which is live. And I also do something called Ziva meditation, which is made by one of my other friends. So Joe Dispenza is a family friend, and Emily Fletcher, another friend who teaches Ziva meditation. I do her meditations when I'm in a pinch, when I need, to pump out a 10, 20 minute meditation. I can do that a couple times a day. My go-to is Ziva meditation because I don't need anything. I need myself and my breath and some quiet, which is doable, right? We all have that opportunity. If not, we have to create that opportunity. So meditation is very powerful. It's a great way to start the day. The other thing is when we talk about manifestation, right? So thinking about the things that you want. So the thought processes that go on in our head. So people can use manifestation in a couple different ways. We can use it in our meditations, right? Ziva meditation actually teaches this and part of their training. So definitely go get Stress Less, Accomplish More. For those of you that are listening to this the day it's produced, Emily Fletcher will have the soft cover of Stress Less, Accomplish More coming out on February 18th, 2020. So definitely grab that copy. But she does talk about that as part of her meditation. So the mindfulness is the beginning portion, the meditation, then the manifestation. But you can also use manifestation, excuse me, I itch my eye. You can use manifestation in different ways, right? So we can do it during our meditation, which is very powerful. We can also use the tool of journaling, right? Putting down on paper what we truly desire, what we want. And I don't want you to put what other people may want you to have, or think you can have, or think you can accomplish. I want you to make that decision, because ultimately you're the one that creates your own destiny, and it's very powerful. So the next thing that's showing up with everybody, and I've heard really cool stories about this, and I get to interview some really amazing people, as you know, and I was interviewing this guy who you're going to see his show in a couple months. He is known as the world's best formulator of supplements. So I get him on the call, and I'm thinking we're going to be talking about, what supplements for performance, what supplements for recovery, and all these different types of things. We ended up talking about gratitude and mindset. And holy cow, gratitude is the next thing. So if you want to start your day off and finish your day off very, very simply, get yourself a $2 journal or a notepad. If you remember, I used to have these spiral bound little 3x5 Mead notebooks when I was a kid. You get one of these things at your local store, like a Staples or whatever, maybe you're on Amazon, and just write down things that you're grateful for. If you want to make it super simple, write 3 to 5 things in the morning and 3 to 5 things in the evening. And it could be, the morning could be almost like an affirmation. I am grateful for the amazing day that I'm having, or I will be having today. I am grateful for all of the patients that I will be seeing today. I am grateful that I have the ability to have a car which can take me to my place of work, to my practice, right? So it can be almost an affirmation. It doesn't need to be. And the end of the day can just be things that you're grateful for that day, and just, again, examples could be, I'm grateful for, Mary was able to get rid of her asthma by getting adjusted. I'm grateful that my team is so excited about getting lots of people under care so we can start transforming lives through chiropractic so people are getting healthier every single day. I'm grateful for having a loving family that supports me in all of the crazy things I do, like running ultra marathons, running online courses, running multiple podcasts, and still having time to be with them. So those are just other examples, right? Gratitude is so powerful. I used to do it, I stopped doing it, and I just started doing it again. I found my old little gratitude journal, which mine is like this little marble notebook that's, could fit in a back pocket. It's really neat and cute. But no, just kidding. But it's simple, and I write in it. And, the funny thing is I asked my wife, I said, we should start doing this again. But she mentioned one of her friends doing it and that they loved it. And I said, we should start doing it. She goes, no, it's personal. I go, no, I don't need to read yours. We don't need to do it with each other, but we should just do it. And, I don't know if she's doing it or not, but when you do these types of things, it puts out good vibes. And the cool thing is, when you learn about gratitude and the actual science, the nerdy science behind gratitude, is that one of the highest vibrational frequencies that the body can experience, like love, right? Even a little bit higher than love is gratitude. So sharing that with yourself, right? Just putting that on paper, seeing it, the tactile part of writing it down, and giving a little bit of that feeling and sensation of feeling grateful as well. When you connect an emotion to it, becomes very powerful. So meditation, some journaling, some gratitude, and I'm going to add a couple things that I've learned and I think that are very powerful. I like to exercise. I don't exercise in my house because I like to actually move more and sweat more. There are very few times that I will say, I'm just going to work out at home today. That very rarely ever happens. If it does, it's something my wife and I will do. We'll put up, some interval training, a HIIT training workout in the house, and work out for 20 minutes and build a good sweat just to get something done. That doesn't happen frequently. I like to work out, but you can do some simple workouts. There are apps online. There are great programs you can get. Just find something that you enjoy and do it. So, right, we're up to fitness, and you can also do this. This is what I found out from some really neat scientists. It's something that I learned way back when I started chiro school. That it's, starting your day with water is very powerful. Good, clean water, very, very powerful. I thought it helped just restart the system. It was really good for you. But when I started to learn from a guest we've had on a podcast a couple times, Dr. Gordon Pedersen, super duper smart physician, talks about what do all high performers do, with nutrition and things. And we started to get in the number one thing is 20 ounces of clean water first thing in the morning. So what do? Chug a pint of water, and then another like quarter pint of water on top of that. And what I usually do to spice things up a little bit, I'll usually add a pinch of that pink Himalayan sea salt in there with all the electrolytes. We call hard water, so it's rich with minerals. It's a deep, deep well that we have. So I get really good water in my house, and then I just add some salt to it. So those are some things that I think are essential. Meditation, like the manifestation, so the journal, either meditation or in journaling, gratitude, some movement, and then adding that 20 ounces of water every morning. I know some of you are thinking like, but will I have enough room to drink my coffee? Yes, water first, then if you're going to do coffee, do your coffee or tea, whatever it is. Water always first. And our habit at the end of the day is the same thing. Right? If you're doing that gratitude, that's something simple that can be done right away. And a little sleep hack, a little sleep trick that's very powerful that I learned from the sleep doctor is this, is if you I think it's he says about a half hour before, Dr. Michael Bruce, he says just about a half hour before sleep, or maybe more, you actually go ahead and write down the things that you want to accomplish tomorrow. Because what that does, that takes them, it's like a brain dump, right? It takes them out of your head, so your mind is not constantly thinking them. It knows it's in a safe storage place, right? So put it in a notepad or something, or write it on a sheet of paper, or post-it note that you can take with you when you leave in the morning, and you have that. So it just gets rid of it. And the gratitude is something else he recommends as well, because it changes your energetic levels. It changes your physiology, so you can actually get a good night sleep. So you can start off in the morning. And for those of you that are into tracking things, what I would recommend, get a good start date. Check your levels. If you're using an Oura Ring for sleep, if you're using something like Heads Up Health, which is an app, I hope you do that as well. If you're using a smartwatch or a Garmin or an Apple Watch or something like that that tracks lots of different things, I ultimately recommend you go ahead and see where you are before you start. Just check your HRV, your heart rate variability, check your pulse rate, check the amount of movement, the things that you do during the day, your stress levels. My Garmin reads these types of things. If you're crazy enough and you want to get blood work done, do some blood work before, and then try to do this. I shouldn't say try is the worst word in the world. Do this for a period of time. If you're really good, do it for a month or do it for 3 months, and then start to track and look at the things that are changing, 2 weeks in, another 2 weeks, and then another 2 weeks. And you get the few months in, and if you really wanted to check blood work, I wouldn't be surprised if some really neat things start to happen there as well. Because the power of what goes on in between your ears and above, right, and beyond, that energetic field is so powerful that it affects your physiology at every level. So, and if you want to be even cooler, make sure you're getting a chiropractic adjustment every single week at that point. Because if you're fine-tuning and up-leveling your nervous system, everything else works better anyway. So now you just add a little, rocket fuel to the fire, and voila, you have an amazing day. So, if there's any questions you have on what I do, on what I'm doing, what devices I use, please go ahead and shoot us a message over at lifestylelocker.com. You can hit me up directly, drjosh@lifestylelocker.com. I'm not giving you my cell phone number, but you can hit us up through lifestylelocker.com. On social media is fantastic. Hit us up on Facebook at facebook.com/lifestylelocker as well. And check out our other podcast, Healthy Life NYC. If you're in New York City, something that's great for you. We're starting to connect you with other natural health people in the city, so you can just be healthier. And to you, I want to thank you for being on this podcast with me, because I learn from all of the people I get to speak to. Hopefully I'm conveying some great information to you. I do this because of you, because I'm praying and hoping that someone, and hopefully it's you, is getting inspired to take some action in their life, to become better, to unleash your human potential, to get a little bit more greatness, as Lewis Howes says, because I know you have it in you. I totally believe in you and that you can do it. So again, I'm Dr. Josh Hand here for Lifestyle Locker Radio. Have a great day, evening, or night from wherever or whenever you're listening and possibly even watching. Bye-bye.